In a quiet town between rolling hills lived Samuel, a humble carpenter with a grand dream to build a bridge connecting his small town to the city across a wide, wild river. He imagined children crossing to better schools, farmers reaching bigger markets, and families reuniting after years apart. To Samuel, the bridge was hope, a lifeline to a brighter future. He wasn't an engineer, just a man with strong hands and a determined heart. Nights were spent poring over books, sketching designs, and building tiny models in his workshop. Neighbors admired his spirit but doubted the dream. The river was fierce, the task enormous. How could one man succeed where none had dared? Yet every morning Samuel studied the river, its flow, its moods, its secrets. He respected its power, knowing he must understand it to conquer it. His dream wasn't arrogance, it was love for his community and a belief that hard work could achieve the impossible. Despite whispers that it was just a fantasy, Samuel persisted. He measured, planned, and learned, letting hope guide his every step. The bridge was more than wood and steel. It was a promise. Samuel's resolve grew stronger with each sunrise. He saw not just a river, but a future waiting to be built. And so, the dreamer began. Samuel started with hope, gathering wood and stone to lay the foundation. But the river fought back. Rains washed away his work, storms shattered his posts. Each failure was a harsh lesson in nature's power. He spent his savings, sold his workshop, and sacrificed comfort for his vision. The bridge consumed his life, leaving him weary and worn. Setbacks mounted, lost time, lost money, aching hands, and sleepless nights. Doubt crept in as he listened to the river at night, wondering if he was chasing a fool's dream. Yet, he rebuilt, each time stronger and wiser. Samuel's optimism faded, but his determination did not. He learned from every mistake, adapting his methods. The path was rocky, the burden heavy, but Samuel pressed on, driven by something deeper than hope. He refused to let failure define him. The dream was battered, but not broken. As Samuel struggled, the town's admiration turned to pity, then doubt. They whispered, "He's chasing a ghost. He should give up." Even the elders, once his mentors, urged him to stop. "Samuel, you've tried. This is too much for one man. Come back to your old life." They listed the dangers, his losses, his failing health. "Is it worth it?" they asked, their concern heavy. Samuel listened, thanked them, but their words weighed on him. It's one thing to fight a river, another to fight the doubts of those you love. Their lack of faith was a storm of its own, eroding his spirit. He felt alone, not just in labor, but in belief. The world saw failure. Samuel still saw a bridge waiting to be built. He carried their doubts like stones, but he did not let them stop him. He knew they couldn't see the fire that burned within. Samuel's resolve was tested, but not extinguished. He faced the chorus of doubt with quiet strength. The whispers grew, but so did his determination. He would not abandon his dream. He pressed on, alone but unbroken. What kept Samuel going? Not stubbornness, but love. His daughter Lily, born with a weak heart, needed the city's doctors. The bridge was her path to hope. Every ache, every doubt he met with thoughts of her smile. Her laughter drowned out the town's doubts. His love for Lily turned the impossible into a necessity. At day's end, he found strength in prayer, asking not for ease, but for endurance. Faith anchored him, love fueled him. Samuel's mission was sacred, a father's promise, a testament to faith. This purpose gave him the strength to rise after every fall. Years of failure taught Samuel that wood and stone wouldn't withstand the river. He discovered suspension bridges, strong but needing anchors deep in bedrock. On one side, the rock was accessible. On the other, buried beneath a granite hill. With no machines, just simple tools, Samuel began chipping away at the mountain. Progress was painfully slow, days to weeks, weeks to months. The townspeople thought he'd lost his mind. His body broke down, but his spirit did not. In moments of despair, he remembered Lily and his promise. He learned to work smarter, using cracks and wedges, fire and water. After more than a year, he broke through to bedrock. He hadn't moved the mountain, but he'd carved a path through it. Samuel had done the impossible. The mountain was conquered, not by force, but by faith and persistence. His greatest obstacle became his greatest triumph. The bridge could finally rise. Reaching bedrock changed everything. The town, once doubtful, now believed. Neighbors joined Samuel, farmers, blacksmiths, old skeptics, working side by side. The bridge rose quickly, anchored in the stone Samuel had fought so hard to reach. It became a symbol of unity, hope, and shared purpose. On the day of completion, the valley celebrated. Samuel, older and scarred, watched Lily cross the bridge to a new future. Years of struggle melted into peace and pride. He had built more than a bridge. He'd built a legacy. Samuel's story teaches us, purpose gives us strength. Love and faith can move mountains. When doubt surrounds you, hold on to your why and never give up.